gonna hurt me much.
Yeah, this thing is way more fun to pull around than the other jacks. Right there.
Then you got beautiful blue skies over here. And then less blue. Oh, there it is. Rain's here. All right. So, since we have not been filming anything, here is the fuel tank. So, we don't have a lid on yet. We baffled it, which I never had in my old tank. So, we've got baffles. Keep the fuel from sloshing. We got our mounting tabs. All our fun stuff. Look at this. Look at this crazy thing we did over here. Fuel gauge. So we've got our feed line and our return line there. Pulls out of the sump. We've got about a half-gallon capacity in the bottom, separated by those holes. Those holes feed the sump. You could be upside down for 30-45 seconds, and at that point you're running out of oil pressure anyway.
You already need to shut it down.
Yeah, exactly. Mike knows. Ooh, thunder. So we've got the back, we took the wall out, and now we've got that going in there. Everything's sorted out a little better on there. Got these in. Rerouted the hose reel to come through that when the hood's down. We got this mounted. So now this is the power steering cooler. This is the new transmission cooler. Then the fan goes on here. It'll be pushing air out of the engine bay. We got all the panels off. We're gonna get those kind of straightened out, hammered back flat-ish. And then the decision on paint.
Almost finished our gas tank here. We just gotta glue the top on and then put gas in it.
Yeah, and I got the trans all done already.
Thanks, sir.
Fuel tank is in. So we should be able to fit full 15 gallons in it. This is a vent, so this is just a piece of pipe, cap welded on it. Welded onto the top of there, and then there's 4 holes punched in it to just kind of vent the tank without a lot of fluid getting up in here. You want that loop to kind of give it so even if liquid gets in here and comes up, it's going to go higher than the fill. The end of your vent line you want down by the bottom of the tank, so that if this is upside down, that is as tall as the bottom of the tank, so fluid won't come out of that. It'll probably get in this line, and when you flip it back over and it all goes back in, some will drain out there, but it won't just siphon it straight out of the tank, which is bad.
Only if you're on fire. From there to there, we're gonna have a really accurate measure.
As long as the tube is full, the tank is close to full.
Yeah.
We'll be driving this tomorrow. Look at that, did you see that? I cleaned the air filter.
When's the last time that happened?
Always gotta be negative, Mike.
That was just a valid question.
So we got our transmission cooler and our power steering cooler mounted here. We've got the fan blowing here.
You got a real radiator mount?
We have an actual radiator mount. That's the first time this radiator has ever been mounted solid. So we kept the square headlights. So that will sit in there. Ta-da! So then, all we've got to do is pull this thing out, like drag it out literally, and then probably use the Ford to push this down to make sure that with our new shock mounts, that everything clears all the way through the cycle of the suspension.
Ready?
Okay.
Seems like all she's got.
That's it. Yeah, like that all clears. That looks good. Everything looks like it'll clear.
Okay. About 2.5 inches.
Okay. So we got plenty of room for tires.
Your back tire on the passenger side is at like 0 PSI.
Oh yeah.
Do a whole extension there. We've got about 3/4 of an inch on that one.
There's Mike dragging out the skid plate. We've got the buggy on the lift. For what I do to this transmission, that's not bad. I mean, we do have quite a bit of sand in there, but we know how that got there. That's not enough to really make me think we've got issues with the clutches. It's just we're getting it hot when we don't have enough fluid in it.
Yeah, I think a filter would go a long way.
It's only got to last 24 hours. This pan has been touched inappropriately by a skid plate for most of its life. So now we're going to touch it inappropriately with a hammer. Have no challenges, only obstacles. So, slight backstory. We twisted this axle. I twisted this axle tube a few times. Most recently, when we went to Rock Junction over in Colorado. Twisted this tube. So we got pretty serious and we welded it back together. We were pretty sure for some reason that it was close.
It matched the previous weld marks.
Right. But I mean, I even got out and looked and was like, yeah, that's pretty close. No, it's not even kind of close. We welded this tube here and then we plug welded everywhere we could. So we attached this very well. So what we think we're gonna do, is we have a mark. And you can't have a mark and not cut it. We're gonna cut this tube in half. I'm trying to make light of the situation because I'm freaking out. We're gonna cut this tube in half right here. Then we're gonna clock the axle where it's back straight where it needs to be. Then we're going to weld it back together and then put some gussets, some reinforcement plates. Yeah, we're gonna do this. What?
Nothing. That is a thick tube.
Yeah.
It's a lot thicker than I thought it was.
Yeah, well, at least now I've ruined it.
Look at that. Got a nice bevel on there.
Yeah.
All right, so we've made a little progress. We got it cut. We need it to open up a little more on the bottom. Is our current status.
Hold that.
Okay, got it.
7. Slowly again. There's our root pass. Now you clean that all the way up. We'll run a filler pass or a hot pass. That burns that root in and everything. We'll probably have 2 fillers or 1 filler and then a cap.
All right.
So this spans the joint where we cut. It also spans where we always had the twist going on. So now we've welded it up onto the housing. We've got this fully welded from the inside all the way out. We've got this, we've got 2 runners on this side. So now this is basically boxed in.
Can't run away. She's in a cage.
It's more clocked in place. The springs are flatter. Just everything looks better. Anyway, get this all back together. I think we're a lot better. We're a lot stronger-ish. Other than cutting the tube in half. But yeah, some reassembly. It's the reverse
disassembly. So here it is. Here's our improvements from yesterday. When we were doing the same maneuver yesterday, this pinion was like way up here, causing all kind of trouble. Like this drive shaft was getting into a bind. Lots of bad things are happening. Oh, and in other news, we took off the pan and sealed that up, and that seems to be not dripping.
Look, no leaks.
Oh, wait.
Oh, why's that dripping?
I don't know.
Dipstick tube.
Oh,
Right there. All right.
cool. Well, that makes me feel better.
We're getting full extension out of all the shocks. So we're full stop there, full extension here. And now with full stop here, we're not touching anything.
Yeah.
It's like the bar used to be right here.
Yeah, it'd be right up on the tire.
Yeah. All in all, everything's looking great.
Looking real nice. Ta-da! We're gonna make a slider, something for this rail to slide on. And we're like, what is the best thing that slides? Banana peel. So we made a banana peel.
Banana peel.
We call it the banana slider now. And then we use a chunk of this pipe right here. It's super thick. I think that's 3/8 wall DOM. And we cut it into thirds. That's how you make your own banana in case you need a banana slider at home. I just like drew a line and cut it with the plasma chopper.
This is what we're doing. Painting all the tubes green.
It's gonna look awesome.
All the panels, the hood, the grill, all that's gonna be black, right?
Right now it's like a Christmas buggy. It's red and green.
Red and green. Mikey's got hunt this weekend and it's raining like crazy.
That's
on
good.
the
Them
mountain.
elks need to drink some water, plump up, you know?
So they can't run fast? Or
Yeah,
what?
that way they're a little slower and I have a chance.
Yeah.
We got our banana sliders on there. I think they're gonna work pretty good. Meanwhile, Sean's out here washing off Trailmater, and it's 5 o'clock. We're gonna go home now.
Alrighty. So we're in Colorado now. And I mean me. I'm in Colorado, heading over to DeBeck, Colorado. So I lived there for about 16 years, and we did this mud run during one of the festival things called Wild Horse Days. So we put these mud runs on, or I helped put these mud runs on. So that's where I'm headed today. I've got the buggy, probably gonna put it in the car show. I've got the scrambler with the boggers on it, so it's going in the mud, and I got the tow truck for pulling people out. So to everybody that haven't updated, we got the buggy painted. It's now green. Definitely not any overspray. Definitely. Oh yeah. We're out here on 21 Road in Grand Junction, Colorado. We've run it before. Right over there is Joe and Wanda. We go wheeling with Joe and Wanda a lot. So this is kind of testing after we did a bunch of work to the buggy. We went through and got it all fixed up. So this is kind of a shakedown run, test it out, see how it's working. Almost every time I've run this trail, I break something. So it's kind of like, we're gonna go test it for a hard event. Let's go test it here.
Got it.
That little stint through there. Let's see what we got here. So we got into here, just scuffed a little bit. Seemed to do pretty good. I'm digging it. Like I said, I'm really happy with the paint job. We didn't do it amazingly great. Like Our coverage isn't awesome, and we got some overspray, but I still love it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Definitely more pow. It definitely jumps out. Buggy, I have two brake pedals. So I have separate master cylinders. So this is the front brakes and this is the rear brakes, or this is both of them. So I can do a front dig and hold it without having to have another lever up here. I can do it all with my feet. Okay, some of you will recognize this spot. This is where I broke the buggy at Rock Junction, where I twisted the axle tube. Joe's gonna try her out. Go super high on that wall. Use the driver tire to hold you on that wall. Nicely done, Joe. Nicely done. There's Joe. There's where his tire was.
It's pretty bad. You want to try and go front only and get back up on there.
Okay.
You might just scrape. Might just.
Go over that big one over there, that one sticking out.
That one?
Yeah. Well, I didn't drive it. I had to winch it. But it's still a win, still in one piece, still going strong. So that's good. I feel comfortable with the front end staying together. All that, like I said, that puts some pressure on some stuff. So I think that was a really good test. Good test of the new fuel tank. At that angle for that long, I'd have been struggling to keep it running that long, because usually when it's on its side like that, it doesn't like to run that long. It'll run for a little bit. So that was cool. So all good tests. I'm really happy with it so far. I gotta say, for a test run, the Buggy did awesome. It's got a lot of scuffs and scratches in the new paint now, which is perfect. But yeah, we got a little touch-up paint to do. But I'm gonna call that a win. Thanks to Joe and Wanda for going with me. So yeah, and here we go. I think this is gonna be the closeout video for the Buggy, for the work we did to it. Because now we got tested and we're all good. So thanks for watching. Let's get over it.
Yeah, how did the Buggy get over its fear of rock crawling? Really slowly.
Slowly. I mean, I hit it with a hammer.
Oh, well, I guess it's better then. The women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. Sean and I, we started a gang last year.
Yeah.
The berry picking gang.
The berry picking gang.
Club. Berry pickers club.
Berry picker club. We can't hunt. We buy tag every year and we can't fill them.
Well, it's just because we're bad hunters.
We're bad hunters. I'm not a real Indian.
Maybe you wore your loincloth.
Oh, yeah. How many of you guys want to see me wear a loincloth running through the forest?